Chapter 6. The Train Ride Home. Theme. Is faith just emotional weakness? Unbeliever. Elena, a successful business executive who views Christianity as a crutch for the weak. Setting. A quiet commuter train at dusk, heading out of the city. The train rocked gently on the tracks, its windows glowing gold in the fading light. Office towers receded behind the horizon, replaced by silhouettes of trees and sleepy suburbs. Inside the cabin, the mood was subdued, suits loosened, laptops closed, tired eyes blinking at the blur of scenery. Daniel sat near the back, a black notebook in his lap. Across from him sat Elena, sharp-eyed, designer briefcase, phone off for once. She looked out the window, arms crossed, a faint tension in her jaw. "I have to admit," she said, without turning. "I'm surprised you're not preaching to someone right now." Daniel smiled softly. "Everyone on this train is already half asleep. You're the only one awake enough to talk." She gave a dry laugh. Fair. They'd met months ago at a leadership seminar. She was sharp, driven, articulate, everything the world called strong. But today, she'd texted. One question. Faith. Is it just emotional comfort? "I've been thinking about this a lot," she said, finally facing him. Faith looks like a fallback. A soft pillow for people who can't deal with reality. Daniel nodded. "That's a fair concern." She raised an eyebrow. "You're not offended?" "Why would I be? You're not the first to ask it." He paused. C.S. Lewis once said, "I didn't go to religion to make me happy. I always knew a bottle of port would do that." She smirked. "But here's the real question," Daniel continued. "Is Christianity a crutch, or is it the cure?" She tilted her head. "People don't use crutches unless something is broken," Daniel said. "And the Bible is clear. We are broken. Not in a pitiful way, but in a truthful way. We're fractured by pride, fear, sin." Elena shifted. "See, that's where I struggle. I've worked hard to get where I am. I didn't rely on anyone's help, much less some invisible deity." Daniel didn't flinch. "You've worked hard, yes. And I respect that. But strength isn't the absence of help. It's the humility to know when you need it. Even the strongest people have blind spots, hidden wounds, and things they can't fix." She looked down at her hands. "Faith doesn't mean weakness," Daniel said gently. "It means dependence. And everyone depends on something. Career, reputation, control. But those things crack eventually. Then what?" He pulled out his Bible and opened to 2 Corinthians chapter 12 verse 9. "My grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness." Paul wrote that after begging God to remove his suffering. But instead of removing it, God gave him strength through it. Elena stared at the page. "So faith isn't escape," Daniel added. "It's courage. Courage to face life honestly, pain and all, knowing you're not alone." "I've always thought religion was for people who needed to be rescued," Elena said. "It is," Daniel said simply. "And that includes all of us. You, me, the CEO and the janitor. Romans chapter 3 verse 10. There is no one righteous, not even one. We all fall short. But the gospel doesn't shame us for it, it offers redemption." "And you really believe that?" she asked. "With everything in me," he said. She was quiet for a long time, watching the trees flash by outside the window. Then she whispered, "It's exhausting, pretending I have it all together." Daniel met her gaze. "You don't have to." He opened Matthew chapter 11 verses 28 through 30 and read, "Come to me, all who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light." Elena closed her eyes. "I used to think rest was a weakness," she said. "Now I think it might be my deepest need." Daniel smiled. "Then maybe Jesus isn't your fallback. Maybe he's your foundation."